South Africa and Kenya have delivered some awesome wildlife spectacles. Let's have a look at some. This is Safari Catch Up. Well, look at what we've found. A female giraffe standing in the bush, and she's doing the swaying thing. This is when they have a little itchy spot on their chest, on their belly, on their leg, on their backside, and they use the bush to scratch. Excuse me. Oh, I felt attacked. They use the bush to scratch that initial itch. I think she's done now. Now we were hoping there were going to be some red-billed oxpeckers around these giraffe. They usually are. I think it's a little too early in the morning for them oxpeckers still sleeping. We could have had our second bird there as well. It's a bird not interested in playing ball with us. No, that's fine. That's fine. We'll find more. We will. And I think this is one of the first times I've seen giraffe with no birds on them. I think it's Murphy's Law. I mean, these birds knew that we were going to come and try and find them this morning, so they thought, no, we'll sleep in. We'll make sure you guys struggle, and we will catch a few extra winks.
Wow. Saturday Cat Today is on the go, everybody. Look at this. We've got two male lions here, the one on this side and the one a little bit further in the bush, but we're going to just wait and see. It looks like the Nzenga males, the two dominant males of this area, but we're going to try and see if the other one does come this way. We can get a better idea on them. But yep, absolutely stunning. Nice to have these two boys around. Yeah, it looks like the Nzenga males. As I said, I'll just have to look at the other one as well. He's coming now, the other one. He's just through the bushes there. Okay, there he is.
Honey guide reminds me when I was growing up, because whenever we had it, we knew that there was honey. My grandfather used to teach me how to follow that honey guide so that we can get some honey. But our lions are looking lazy. They just come here for a nice, beautiful view of the area. So they're accompanied by one of the lioness from this pride, the alpha, the one that they were with yesterday. So they didn't manage to make a kill because I've seen the buffaloes have gone and they've retreated back not far away from the den. I think probably some of the lioness that were around there yesterday went back to the den. I might try and look them later, but I can hear some big roar coming from the backside of where we see these lions, and seems like the big dominant males from this pride are there. Maybe it's Oloibor, maybe it's Manuele. I'll go and look for it later, because that stream is where we call it the Makari stream, and that's where the sound is coming from. And that's also a good birding spot, so I might go there and check on our Marshall Eagle and check to see the bird species that we get around. Let's just take a moment of silence to watch this as the sun goes on and see what these lions are doing.
Alright, we got leopards, everybody. Yes, it's leopards, and we've got Sibuye's young cub. So we've got Sibuye in the drainage line here and her little cub. Oh, we had actually both of them nicely, but now they're moving just north of Jackspan. Alright, no, we're not going to see them here. Oh, yo. They're right there. So Sibuye is a female leopard and a little young male cub. Alright. Sorry, I'm gonna just try and work this out here because this is very thick. Very thick. Here's another vehicle here. So let's see. Alright, she's gonna walk there. She's just gone past there already. And then a female leopard. And then a young cub is coming behind her now. You'll see it. It's also gonna pop out there. Well, I'm hoping so. Come on, little kitty cat. Where's the little boy? So nice to see Sibuye and her youngster again. On Meet the Leopards, we got to see them a few times, which was quite nice. Where is he now? There he comes.
As Steve was on the search for raptors, I found the juvenile martial eagle here, and it's calling. We saw the mom a little bit earlier. This is their territory, and we don't really name them. We don't really, just listen to that. What a beautiful call. So I think the origin of songbirds, knowing that Australia has lots of songbirds, because Antarctica is separated from Australia, and that is one of the places where we talk about other birds like kookaburra and other birds. I think my wild guess will be Australia. We don't have really so many songbirds around here, but I tend to believe, watching some videos and documentary about birds, I would say Australia has more songbirds. It's a shame we can't show you all the raptors that we've seen here. I've seen a pallid harrier, I've seen a Montagu's harrier. Very, very beautiful time of the year to come and watch birds. Listen to that call again. It's always nice seeing the T-boys. Now here we have the cock's hartebeest, or we call it, in other words, in Swahili we call it kongoni. And I can see a few warthogs there, I can see some piglets. And there's a close association where species interrelationship, where one benefits from the other. So the cock hartebeest has a good vision, good sight, it's taller, so whenever they're walking on tall grass, they can be able to see predators, and in that case, when they snort, when they alarm, and then the sounder or the warthogs can be able to pick that up. So you can see the warthogs are kneeling down because they have a short neck. That's the reason why they fold their front legs so that they can reach the ground.
Crows love crows. And here we have got some storks of the woolly-necked variety, the woolly-necked stork. And they're moving through this area. It's become a little bit swampy in some of the grassland areas. No doubt they are feeding on the frogs and in insects that might be along in these areas as well. We're expecting to find a haidar, ibis and a saddlebill stork in this open area, as well as around the corner we're going to find a yellow-billed hornbill nest, which should be quite nice. Okay, and Tim is on the birding mission. Let's quickly go back over to him.
call Nkewa, because it's found around Nkewa. Because martial eagle are very territorial, and we had research for martial eagle around Kenya, and every time we see a martial eagle, we have to tell them, we'll talk about them, and also they map wherever their territory is. So the juvenile that we always see, this is the parent. I can hear over the distance the juvenile calling. So perch there, looking for something, looking for prey. I love calling it the leopard of the sky. With his striking yellow eyes, the talons, the beak. See how positioned he is, and he's looking. He's staring at something. Just watching over to see what he can go grab. The way he's swinging its head. Kind of looks like he's looking for target, looking for something, because he's facing direct to the sun. A little bit of preening there, grooming itself.
She's using a nice termite mound. Once again, just a nice little vantage point. The vehicle's moving off. Oh, alright. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to reposition here. Sorry guys, I just want to reposition because I know that the other vehicle is going to show interest. And we're going to wait for the little one to come here as well, because the little one is just at the bottom here. So let's just hang here for a bit. Let me know. Good there? Alright, there we go. I'm just repositioned, and so we'll just wait from this side. Okay, Sibuye, this female is around about 11 years old, pretty much the same age as Chitwa. And she's got a beautiful pink nose. No, not at all. I mean, it is big birding day today, but yeah, no, Sibuye has decided that she also wants to be part of the show. Alright, she's going to move now. And funny, she's heading quite far, more east than I've seen before.
And Kiongozi could be headed to the very famous Bila Shakalaga. It's getting warm, and I think he now will disappear in the thicket, and he's going to remain there possibly for the rest of the day. A big yawn from Kiongozi. And Tadiwa, who is the director of the drive this morning, I'll have a question for you. Of the 7 boys, I'm not sure you have ever told me who is your favorite. And I'm sure you know my favorite ones. That's Kiongozi, and his other name is Kio. As I said earlier, Kiongozi in our local language means a leader. You know, he's always ahead of the others. So if you just hold on a little bit there, Mufasa, I'll move on as I am waiting. So the director of the drive today was telling me her favorite of the 7 boys was Otipo, because it was very easy to identify Otipo from all the other males. Let me know when you're sawa. And Otipo is a great guy. I mean, I agree. I'm not sure, Tadiwa, you heard me saying how well he is doing now. Now, he has disappeared there. Let me know when you're sawa. So Kiongozi has gone down there, and we need to know who this is. Hello, and Jumbo, everyone. A very warm welcome to the northwest of the Masai Mara, and hopefully, team, your Lions might go for a hunt. My name is David, and coming with me this afternoon is Mufasa. A warm welcome to a very sunny northwest of the Masai Mara. Pretty hot. I only got one layer with me, and we're very lucky to have started with these hippos in a water body that I call the water lily hippos. These hippos, I've given them a name, and I call them the water lily hippos. And it's a water body here that has grown lilies and it's covered by what you see there, but under the lilies is water. I got 3 hippos just moving, and we got birds that we call African jacana walking and following them. And this could be my big plan for this afternoon, to stick around this water body, finding out what could be happening. And I'm sure, ladies and gentlemen, you know we are live, and we love questions, we love comments. And your comments and questions always keep us going.
All right, there we go. That's exactly what I was waiting for. And a bit of a pool party here with some of the elephants. There was more that approached the dam, and they all decided to go in there. Now look at this. Isn't this so enjoyable? They are loving it. There's 2 like kind of teenagers, and then there's a youngster at the back end, like a little one. And it was quite funny. The little one was running towards the water, and it fell into like a little puddle, and it just went like under. So that was quite amazing, exciting. But yeah, now they're all enjoying this on this hot day. There's a little one at the back.
Stations, please avoid marked sections from about 5:30 onwards. Plan closer.
And they love being in water. That's one thing. When elephants, when there's a pool party happening, you can actually feel the happiness, the excitement of these elephants, you know, because first of all, there's a lot of weight taken off their feet. Second of all, they are pretty much in that water. They're enjoying it just to cool down. Oh yes, Francois. Oh yes, Francois. This is always so special. I love watching pool parties. To me, it's always so entertaining with these elephants. And especially when you got youngsters here. This little one here between the 2 teenagers. He was, watch out. Yay.
Well, we've got a lot of birds flying here, David. A lot of birds. The elephant is moving through the river. Got red-rumped swallows, palm swifts, house martins, European swallows, Horus swift. But to try and get them on camera, I'll tell you, lots of them flying in and around. You're doing a great job, Paul. It is challenging to identify them all though like that, but it is what it is.
Good luck, David, with your lion find. And here we've come to the Dagger Boy grocery, and look at how green that patch is. They're all relaxing, and there's less mud here. so there's little to wallow, so only a few patches, and everywhere is drying up. So the Makari stream is drying up, and I can see even the grass, the foliage is almost gone. So we really need some rain around here. If you look over in the distance, you can see some very dry patches there. The tree have been browsed by the giraffes underneath, and even the elephants. Just a few of the daggerboys around here, but there's an oasis, a very green patch around here. One thing I've noticed with these buffaloes, their horns are very big, like that one there, the one right of the screen, has beautiful set of horns. This seems like a very good gene. See how it's looking, and then there's another. There's another one with very big horns. Tom, it's always lovely seeing the magic of your homeland, and I'm glad you're enjoying this.
It's got a hole in the bank there. Welcome back, everybody. We've got a couple of little bee eaters here, actually nesting in the bank. There's a little cavity there. Oh, we go. Ah, that's so cool. He's really giving him poor a hard time, this little bee eater. Now they must have chicks. They've gone in and out of that hole, catching some insects and then going straight into the bank. They're a lot easier to form because of the fact that they do this hawking behavior where they'll fly off, catch insects, and then quite often come back to the same spot, just like that. And the other one just went into the hole, but we'll wait here and watch what this one does.
Maxi, we think tusks grow forever for the elephant, and many times we have equated the tusk with our fingernails or our hair, which mainly is made of the keratin protein. And elephants will see at certain times the tusks are breaking, and then the times if you follow a particular elephant, the tusk might look a little bit bigger than the last time you saw it, as much as they keep wearing off. But we believe tusks may grow for a long time. Sometimes you think at the age of 25, that's the maximum time or age for the tusks to stop growing, but for me they keep, albeit maybe not for a very big size, but there'll always some change on the tusks, Maxi, of elephants as they grow. These two cubs here are having a wonderful time, and their parents, they know they have enough food. They look like twins, as much as I doubt they're twins, more or less the same size. What a great moment they got. Playing together, not bothered to feed. I would imagine they are still suckling, and if they are, then they're guaranteed, apart from nibbling a bit of grass here and there, they are going to suckle their mother's milk.
And it's mostly birds like your red-billed oxpeckers, your drongos, and your starlings. They will have a symbiotic relationship with other animals. You find red-billed oxpeckers on most antelope, buffalo, as well as rhinos. These impala are not happy with us, and they're sort of chasing our gemsbok away. The drongos as well. See the drongos sitting on top of the buffaloes, picking off any little critters that they can find. Starlings as well. But we speak about it all the time, how nothing sits around an elephant or not sit on an elephant. They'll sit around it, kind of in trees and bushes close to them, as well as starlings. It's a very dangerous thing to sit on an elephant because elephants don't like it. They will end up swinging their trunks around, or actually, trying to chase them away. And I've seen lots of baby elephants chasing starlings away from their areas.
Alright, so we got the Nzenga male lion. He was just roaring as we got here. He was busy calling. And then his brother, we're not too sure where his brother is. He might be around here somewhere as well. And then just in the drainage line here, as we came through the dip, we got a female that went into the bushes. So I won't be surprised if it's one of the females with the small cubs. So yeah, we'll just see. I'm not too sure, but I just saw the female. That's all I saw. To the left, and there's no more visual on her. But yeah, this guy is now a flat all of a sudden. Typical as we go live, he decides to go and lie down. But we'll give it a time. We've got still some time here. Let's see, we'll play it out, see what happens. And it's fantastic that these two males and Nzenga males have really kind of set up this area for themselves. It's so important, especially for that pride, the Nkuhuma pride, that has been struggling for the last 4 years to actually kind of become like a settled pride and having cubs here once again, because it's been so many coalitions that's been coming in and out all the time for the last 4 years, and we've lost many a cub already due to other coalitions. Yo, you can hear, sorry, Impala's going crazy there.
Well, everybody, let's just take a nice deep breath, settle in, put the binoculars down for a moment, and exhale. Welcome to the place on Sandringham known as Little Serengeti. This little group of wildebeest. Now we've had one wildebeest calf on Timavati Safari Lodge. Quite early, sort of November, late November.
Welcome back, and in the meantime, before we say goodbye, this is the yellow-vented bulbul, or the common bulbul. So it changed the name because it's the most common bird across East Africa. You can never go anywhere, camps in the Mara, going to northern Kenya, everywhere around here, without seeing that bird, the common bulbul. Just listen to how they become melodious just before they close the day, before they end the show. And I just saw a wire-tailed swallow just flying over the screen, having a very beautiful sunset. So see you again tomorrow as we join you in the morning for the Safari Live session. From later on, we go to Mara Live, and from me here and Big James, we say Kwaheri, Lala Salama, Ole Sere.
The wilds of Africa are an inspiration, and we hope this episode of Safari Catch Up gave you as much joy as it did for us. We'll see you next time.